Good afternoon and welcome. In an abundance of caution, the Torrance Historical Society is adhering to the social distancing rules with the state of California and the city of Torrance in our effort to slow or stop the spread of COVID-19. Today, we gather without an audience for the reading of the 146 names on the Torrance Veterans Wall. These names include war losses from World War I to those more recent in the Iraqi and Afghanistan wars. It is on this day that we remember, we give thanks, and we pay tribute to all those military personnel who gave their lives in service to our country. We have a reader today, Charles Salinas, who he himself is a Vietnam veteran. With the help of a handful of volunteers, the Torrance Historical Society is continuing their annual gathering to preserve the two short life story of each of the Torrance military war casualties. Today, we are over halfway in our goal of putting a face on each individual name. We are grateful for the gifts of those who never came home. We will always remember, as for us in Torrance, every day is Memorial Day. Thank you.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Luis Alvarez, Joseph Anzac Jr., Bernard Bailey, Olin Barkdale, Rudolph Berenek, Rudolph Bernasconi, Arnold Blaine Fischnitz, Ralph Brightfield, Kenneth Brooks, Clint Brown, Claude Bruce, Gary Braun, Bryson Burkholder, James Brine, Archie Caraway, Paul Carter, Thomas Carter, Michael Carter, Dario Chavez, Ernest Coburn, George Coburn, Morrison Cotner, Donald Croft, Douglas Crawford, Ricardo Crocker, Bert Crossland, Raymond Cruz, Leon Culverhouse, Dan Cunningham, James Daniel, Francis Dietlin, Thomas Dilkis, Michael Dixon, Robert Dodson, Miguel Duarte, Bobby Edwards, Charles E. Snucker, Edward Ernst, George Escobar, Anthony Eversole, Matthew Ferreira, John Fess Jr., Nestor Flores, John Foley, John Foster, Perry Franklin, Micah Gifford, Stephen Grant, Gary Grubbs, Jose Gutierrez, Chelsea Hamilton, Thomas Hazlitt, Robert Hatter, Isaac Heath, James Hurlett, Alan Hill, John Hill, Ernest Hill Jr., George Isbell, Jesse Johnson, Frank Jones, Herman Jones, James Judge, Mark Judge, Terrace Candler, Michael Kessel, Bryce Kendrick, William Kirkpatrick, Lupe Laura, Stephen Lewis, Anthony Lugo, Louis Madore, Eugene Markwell, Thomas Martin, Wallace Mataoshi, Danny McMinn, Robert Merkel, James Mitchell, Garland Moody, Joseph Mullen, Larry Munoz, Forrest Mutchalek, John Nestor, James Newton, Robert Noble, William Nunn, Richard O'Brien, Vladimir Obadine, Arthur Parker, Raymond Pennington, Milo Plunkett, Theron Price, Thomas Price, James Proton, Gary Purcell, Fred Quaggan, Floyd Ramsey, Paul Ratliff, John Reynolds, Robert Richardson, Everett Richard, Larry Robillard, Tony Rumsberg, Paul Sanderson, William Torrance, Richard Thayer, Royce Tidwell, Frederick Tiffany, Kenneth Tudor, Leonard Borges, George Walker, Ronald Wambach, Richard Washer, Earl Watson, Frank Webster, Norman Wenzel, Walter West, Theodore Weymouth, Ivan Wilcox, Larry Williams, Thomas Williams, Walter Weasel, Brian Wood, Charles Works, Thomas Wright, Warren Sapp, Clarence Schiebler, William Schoolcraft, Robert Searle, Eugene Channer, Akira Samatsu, Gregory Simonian, William Sleeth, Addison Smith, Christopher Smith, Edgar Smith, Francis Snade, Robert Stambuk, Alex Stewart, William Stewart, Gregory Stone, Eugene Straker, Rodney Strobridge, Osamu Tamara, Ted Tanaway, Yukiwo Tanaway,